Well, it's a 6:15. The alarm went off at 1:30, but I'm feeling good and I'm pretty optimistic about the day. The weather's gonna get bad tomorrow, which kind of makes me happy that I'm making this just one big long day trip. But I think that the deer will be moving today. It's a little bit warmer than I thought it would be, but I think the opportunities are still going to be out there. So hopefully we can find that shooter buck. There's a doe up there. I heard her before I could see her. I hope that's not the same one I seen 2 weeks ago, because there was 2 fawns. Now there's only 1. But at least there's deer. Well, keep heading up and see what we can see. There's that doe and fawn from earlier. And then there's another doe. 2 more yearlings. And they can see me very well. Now she's looking down the hill. But they've been looking straight where that little one is, which is kind of in this patch of timber here. So I am curious, because I would think that they would just be staring at me. I mean, I went wide open on a ridge, but there's something on their back trail that's got them spooked, so maybe it's a bear. I don't know. I don't really want to shoot a bear this morning. I will later, I guess. But could be more deer in there, I don't know. I'm not really ready to waste the rest of my morning right there, though. That's been a good morning so far. I've seen 5 deer. Just no bucks. Bumper crop of blue grouse. Now I'm gonna ponder the situation. It's really tempting to go down into this basin here and hike through it like I've done before, cause I know there's deer down there. Just hang out in those little patches of trees all day long. Wait for the sun to go down again and they come back out. And they gotta be out there. There's a dandy buck right there. I don't know what that thing is. Oh, it's a little buck. That's a shooter there, though. And I don't know if I scared it. Oh, it's coming up from where I came from. I think it's possible. They keep going the same way, I can cut them off. So I'm gonna go give it a whirl.
Although I watched this buck for nearly 20 minutes and under 200 yards, I could never fully tell that he was a legal buck. It was a high hunt, and it's a 3-point minimum. And the whole time, while I tried to draw a third, I could only come up with 2 on each side. I can see now that he is a 3-point at least on his left side. Although I don't like to shoot threes, for this country, in Western Washington, that is a very respectable buck. I hope to find him again in 2024, and possibly maybe a 4-point. The excitement of the deer that day was enjoyable and a hunt to remember. It's not always about filling a tag, but sometimes just watching animals.
"17 hours on foot, 2 to go. It's not a bad day. Good warm up. That's what high hunt's good for. It's a warm up hike. Warm up hunt. Didn't get a deer, but gotta have some fun. You'll notice that in the video, one was gray and one was red. It's because they're bench leg deer. What we call them anyways. I think a lot of people call them that. They're a cross between a blacktail and a mule deer. And the one, that redder one, who had a smaller body, he was more blacktail, had smaller ears. Now the gray one had big old muley ears. But yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to notch the tag on either of those two, but that's alright. They're still general season. And spent all day in the prettiest country this side of heaven, so I can't really complain. I'm gonna go out in a couple of days for another small day hike, and if anything cool happens, I'll video it, and we'll be back at it again in general season. So stay tuned.
The rest of the high hunt was hot and dry, but when October rolled around, I was excited to get up in the snow and hunted some places that I've hunted the year before.
The difference a year can make. Last year I came up here and you couldn't go anywhere without stumbling into a deer track. And now where they were all at last year, it's just dead. All the snow is a couple days old. If they're in here, you should be seeing tracks all over. But as it goes, today just might not be the day. Well, it's October 29th. Got 2 days after today till the end of deer season. Taking the old family rifle that we've had for 4 generations up a mountain. The family's hunted for 3 generations, so I always kind of like coming up here just for that part of it. I've seen and killed big bucks up here in the past. You never know when one might want to show its face. 3-points are on the market today, though. And if I see a big regress 2-point, I might shoot it just to get deer season done with. We'll see. I'm gonna go in a little bit of ground that I've only been to just a couple of times. Most of this mountain I've been all over numerous times. But a couple of spots I've always been in the back of my head. Wanted to see and learn a little bit more about. So I think I'll get in there today. Hopefully there's enough action to at least keep it exciting. The history of the mountains always intrigues me. That's from wire that would hold wire that run all the way to the top of the mountain into the fire lookout. That was once there. And I don't know how long it's been gone. I've been up there, but I do want to look in and see how far or how long that was gone. There's very little left there. You can see where it was at. Some old pots and pans. That's pretty much it. But it's always intriguing. I found wire. Oh, a long ways up the mountain in random places. Where the trail used to be, the trail doesn't even go there anymore. At one time, it's really used a lot, but now it's pretty much forgotten about. There's no lakes up here, and there's no great big meadows for people to hunt. I know that's becoming more and more of a thing as to getting those big meadows, but with the short guns and open sights, deep sights, I prefer sometimes to hunt the timber in the smaller strip meadows, brushier spots, where blacktail even tend to hang out a little more anyways, so. Well, he's actually only a 2x3, but he's a pretty good little blacktail. I like it. Got some funk on the eye guards. Yeah. All right. Tagged out. Really kind of a bittersweet moment. You wait all year long for this hunt. You simply notch a tag. And it's all over. Can't complain, it's been a good year. I've seen some good bucks in the high hunt. And I don't have to wake up early and climb some mountain.